Hi, everybody. In today's video, I put together the top 15, maybe a little extra that you'll find in the show notes in the links below. But for the most part, 15 items that have they span different uses that every person that has a dog should have in their house. And it's going to save you time. It's going to save you money. It's going to save you aggravation, and it's going to save your dog stress from having to go to a vet for unnecessary reasons. And I think you're going to like it. I hope you're going to like it. So let's start off with a buckle collar with ID. So this is a traditional buckle collar. It has a metal buckle. That's what I'm aiming to promote here, is just a very inexpensive, you don't have to get fancy here, but just an inexpensive collar that has everything it needs and everything your dog needs. So it should have a metal buckle, not a plastic clasp. It should have ID. I did a video on that. This is just a GPS tracker. It is not a shock collar. I do not advocate for them. They are detrimental. So I just want to clarify, this is a GPS tracker. And this collar also has, it has, what do you call it? Reflective material on it. And it has my dog's name and my cell phone number. So it has everything. Second part of number one is what's called a slip lead. And a slip lead is just what it sounds like. This is nylon, or some type of nylon, handles here, and then this slips over your dog's head, and then there's it's called a stopper that you cinch up to fit your dog's neck, and it lies up high behind your dog's ears. These are just great if you've got to get a collar on a dog really quickly. You just slip it on. It should, if you're looking at your dog, it should look like the letter P when it's on your dog. So that's a slip lead. The number two is, it's not a product. It's not anything like that. What it is, though, is a plan. You need to always have a plan. And because hope is not a plan, as they say. So you need a plan with a team of people that your dog needs. That might be, well, it should be your vet, your local vet, a 24/7 ER, a specialist, or a variety of specialists. Even if you don't need them now, you should know, and you should have names of specific specialists, like an orthopedic surgeon, an eye doctor, and so on and so forth, a neurologist. So that plan should also include you knowing how to get to these different medical facilities. Don't think that you're going to try and figure it out when you have an actual emergency. That's not a good idea. I just want to insert here just a caveat. I'm not a vet. I'm not here to be giving you information in lieu of your vet. So if your dog has anything going on with them, whether it's vomiting, diarrhea, different types of behavior, whatever, please make sure that you are addressing that with your vet, in particular, any medical issues. Okay, so moving on. The next thing is water, ultra filtered water. So I've spoken about this several times before. You do want to make sure that you're always providing your dog with the highest quality of water, ideally coming out of like a reverse osmosis faucet. We all know about microplastics. We don't want to be buying jugs of water jugs of water in jugs, in plastic jugs. So do your best, do what you can do, but like regular water is not an idea here for us to use. Okay, next thing is I refer to them as HVF, but high value food. So what do I mean by high value food? I mean real whole food. Real food. It's not people food. The whole food that we have on earth, it's for every living being. So it is for your dog. It is for your cat. It's for your guinea pig. It's for you. It's for me. So always have some whole, fresh, ideally organic food for your dog. And you want to use some of this food and I'm not suggesting that we're to make that their meal, because it should be their meal, but that's a whole other video. But for the sake of this video, you can always have this high value food. It could be a rotisserie chicken that you mince up. It could be some leftover meat that you have, or fish, whatever it might be. You can just have it stashed away in your fridge, keep it in a glass container, what have you. Okay, the next item is a crate, and it should always be a wire crate. And a crate serves a purpose of a variety of things, but a wire crate is what I'm referring to, and it's really is what a crate is. Some people have these plastic containers, and they're called varied kennels. These are not crates. These are what people, the intention of these items is to transport animals. So this is not to be used as a crate. It can harbor bacteria. It can be stressful for a dog to be in. Anyway, we're talking about a wire crate. At the same, on the same vein though, with a wire crate, if you have a crate, or if you are planning on getting a crate, which is the whole point of this video of items that you should have, a crate is going to take time to get your dog acclimated to. Excuse me. So whether that is you're going to feed them a meal or two in there, if it's you tossing some food in there, some high value food, some dog treats, placing their treats in there, make the crate a good place for your dog to identify with. Excuse me. All right. Next item. This is something that I have recommended for probably 20 something years. And it is the product inside in this can is tripe. Tripe, if you're not sure, if you're not familiar with it, tripe is the cow's stomach. So it's an organ. And tripe, this particular tripe, it's called green tripe. So it's not bleached, and it just has tripe, and it has garlic in it. And the reason I recommend this is there's a few reasons. Number one, tripe is high in digestive enzymes, and digestive enzymes do just what it sounds like. They help the body to digest the food, and if the food is digested properly, then the animal, us included, we are going to be able to absorb the nutrients at a much higher rate, and our bodies are going to reap the rewards, and our organ systems are going to be better because of it. So that is a great reason to just use tripe. This is not a complete meal. This is used supplementally. It's a fantastic way to stash some, if you have to give your dog medication, in here. If you give your dog supplements that are in a pill form and you don't, open and mix it into like a broth or something, you can use this. I will warn you, it stinks. So put a clothespin on your nose, deal with it. Dogs like things, the stinkier the better. And I know your dogs are going to like this. I have always suggested it to clients for a multitude of reasons, like I said, and I have never seen a dog or heard of a dog that doesn't like it. Just make sure you get this original version, the green tripe that is from a cow. So that will be in the notes below. Okay. Next one is bone broth. I have on my website, I have my own personal recipe. If you don't want to do that, you can buy bone broth. This is a fantastic company, Kettle and Fire. I love the size it comes in. It's 17 or 18, 16.9. So it's like 17 ounces. This can go a long way. If you're opening anything, even like the tripe, as I'm sure you all know, anything after like 4 or 5 days, that's it. You gotta chuck it. But you can use the bone broth in a few ways. You can warm it up. We're not using microwaves. I'm not a fan of microwaves. It alters the structure of food, and it's harmful. So you can warm it up on a stove, and you can drizzle it over your dog's food. If you'd like, if your dog likes it, you can pour out a small amount, warmed up, not hot, warm, in a bowl, in the middle of the day or just separate from their food, and they can have it that way. And then the third way is you can either fill up ice cube trays in the summer with bone broth, or you can take, which I'm getting to in a minute, but I'm going to show you, you can take the Kong that I was telling you about in another video, plug the small hole, fill the Kong with bone broth, and freeze it. And voila, you have a nice summer treat for your dog. So that's the idea of the bone broth. Next one. Let's see. We have here, excuse me, wait, I just want to go back. This product, this Kettle and Fire, the one I'm showing here is mushroom and chicken. That's not to say that you can't give it to your dog. I give it to my dogs. They're fine with it. But I would recommend, if you've never given bone broth to your dog, to start with the chicken one, or they make they have a beef one. You can always move on to this at another point. Okay. So next one is Adored Beast is a company that I recommend often to my clients. They have wonderful formulations. They have the formulator's background is in homeopathy, and what she does is she marries her knowledge of homeopathy with very ethical business practices and extremely unique formulas and combinations of ingredients in an array of products. So this, unfortunately, that I'm holding is not the product that I'm referring to, but the correct one will be in the link below. So the company is Adored Beast. The product is Healthy Gut, and Healthy Gut is similar to what it sounds like when I was referring to the tripe with the digestive enzymes. It has it, and it's a powder. It is digestive enzymes and probiotics. So that is something that should be in every dog's diet. It's powder, it's tasteless, sprinkle it over their food. You can put a little bit of the bone broth over that so that it's just not like powder sitting on their food. That's not that's not an appetizing way to offer a supplement to your dog. But that is something that it's excellent to start, especially if you have a puppy, because puppies' digestive tracts take quite a while to almost like unkink themselves and to get balanced. And gut health is at the core of our immune health. 85+% of our immune system is housed in our gut. So we want to make sure that we're taking care of our microbiome in our gut and that we're supporting it. And health begins in the gut. So that is the Healthy Gut. All right. The next one is, this is a flea comb. I don't know if you can see it, but it just has really thin teeth, you see. But I use this when I bring my dogs in from a hike every day, to do a secondary tick check. And fleas also, but generally where I'm hiking and walking, there's more likelihood that they and I are going to possibly bump into a tick or so. So this is great for both fleas and ticks. And just a side note, when it comes to ticks gravitate where there's the heat, warmer areas on the body. So they're going to go around the neck, the head, the neck, the armpits, the groin, the base of the tail, underneath the paws. So that's where you're going to be not only looking, but most of those places, other than the feet, unless your dog has really furry feet, you're going to be combing. So cheap and really helpful thing to have. Okay, next one, we're back with the Kong. And this, have more than one. I went through all the sizes and what to do and what not to do and how to stuff it and the whole idea behind it. So make sure you have a Kong and your dog will thank you for it. All right. dentition or the teeth health, it's a two-parter. The first one is this. These are dental wipes. They're organic. They're made with organic parsley and I think it's oregano. No, parsley and peppermint. And I'll open it just to show you. So you've got they're kind of like face wipes or face pads. And you just wrap it around your finger and you get in there, you clean your dog's teeth. And it's not the only way to clean your dog's teeth, but these are great. And it's another good way for your dog to be accepting of you getting in their mouth. So I'm going to do a video on dental health, and this will be in it, but I'll elaborate on it. But for now, this is a great thing to have. You can also feed raw bones and you can brush your dog's teeth, but that'll be another video. I do want to talk about part 2 of the a healthy mouth. Earlier, or a few minutes ago, I was just talking about the gut and the health of the microbiome in your gut. Well, there's microbiome on your skin, and then there's microbiome in your mouth or in your dog's mouth. And so this product, this is actually a refill. This is how it comes after you order the first one. It's called TEEF, like I lost my teeth, right? TEEF, TEEF Life. And what it is it's a non-GMO, chemical-free product. It's a probiotic. It's dental powder, and it's called one of the ingredients, the main active ingredients in here that's going to help with plaque buildup is Protein 42. So very simple. I don't know if you can see on here, but there's this little scooper, and a little goes a long way. You put it in your dog's food. You put it in your dog's water, and it's tasteless, and it helps with the microbiome. So that's what that is. Okay, moving on. I have 4 more items to go through. This one is, these are wipes. So I got these, I think, at Home Goods or TJ Maxx or something like that. And the only ingredients in here are ionized water, lavender oil, vitamin A, cucumber extract, and citric acid. So there are no chemicals in here. They smell lovely. And this is really, I'm not suggesting that you wipe your dog's feet off if they're just walking around the yard. If your yard is treated with pesticides, that's a whole different story. I mean, we don't want that to begin with, but the wipes are here as a staple to have in your home because you don't know where your dog is walking. They might be, if you're taking them on a walk, they might be walking and traipsing through somebody's grass that is treated. That does have chemicals. They might walk somewhere where it's just gross, or there might be some other type of chemical that they picked up that's on their feet. So you don't want them to come in and either lick their feet or them to ingest it another way, through the pores of their feet. So that's a great product. It's another way to connect with your dog because your hands are on their feet, what have you. And you can do a 1-over first on their body, with this, if they're really dusty, or if you're concerned with like even pollen. Or another great thing to do is if it's tick season and if you're in a hot zone where there are a lot of ticks, you can take the wipes, or you can take a damp paper towel, and from nose to tail, along those hot spots in particular that I mentioned, you do a wipe down, and then you look, and you can, if you see ticks, like the nymph ticks are like the size of a pencil point, and if there are little specks of brown, that is flea poop. And so then there's fleas. So that's a really helpful way to use the wipes as well. All right, the next item I have here is this is a from a company that is owned by a veterinarian. So the company is RX Vitamins. You can find them on Amazon, but if you go to his site, Silverman, you will find an array of different types of products, soup to nuts, supplemental products. And so it's RX Clay. It's a small bottle. This will last you, hopefully, if your dog doesn't have diarrhea too often, but this will last a very long time. So all it is alumino-oxalate clay. Whoops. And it's just in this little scooper. This scooper is 1 scoop for 10 pounds. So depends on your dog's weight. It binds everything up and lets them move on. So for an acute onset diarrhea or loose stools, this is great. So this is RX Clay. Everyone should have this in their home pantry. Great product. Second to last item. All right. People ask me all the time, my dog is scared of fireworks. My dog is scared of thunderstorms. My dog gets stressed when we go in the car, whatever it might be. There are other ways to help your dog and to support your dog when it comes to anxiety and stress and helping calm them down. Sometimes we're not thoroughly through the behavior modification for whatever it is. So we need a little bit extra support and help ourselves. So this is a product. It is called Calming, apropos, and it has ingredients in here: passion fruit, valerian root. This is a nice formula that does not have additives in it. There are no chemicals in it. This will not make your dog loopy. This is just something that is using American herbs that will help your dog ease into whatever the situation is. So that's Calming. By the way, I just wanted to add one other thing. If your dog, let's just say for fireworks, and I'll do a video on this if you would like, if your dog is very anxious and has a phobia with loud noises, for example, fireworks, stuffing a Kong, or ideally even before the fireworks start, is a great way to mentally stimulate your dog and give them something, almost like redirect them onto something. So you can pair these two together for something like that. And then the last product this is called Colloidal Silver. And what this is, it's an antibacterial, it's antimicrobial, it's an antiviral. It's a nice trifecta. This can be used in a variety of areas as well. Wounds, scratches. I like to use this if my dog is around another dog, either in a dog park or if we're walking and they meet other dogs and they're kind of, getting in each other's faces and playing. So it has a sprayer on it. So that's why I like this one. This is by a company called Glacier Peak. And they have another great company that I make often referrals to for my clients to use. But I do like not only the formulation, but that it's in a spray. So that's it. I hope you all like that. And if you have any questions, drop them in the notes below. And I look forward to hearing from you. Once again, unplug, unleash, reconnect, and let your dog be your guide. Bye.
That wraps up Tamara's top recommendations. Simple, practical things every dog household should have on hand. From nutrition to safety, these tools are about prevention, peace of mind, and giving your dog the best life possible. You'll find links to every product mentioned below, along with a few bonus favorites. We've included affiliate links where possible, which help support Tamara's work, this channel, and projects like Blessed, all at no extra cost to you. And if you haven't already seen it, Blessed, a laboratory research dog, is now live. It's a powerful short film we created to honor the journey of Sammy, the Blessed Beagle, and to raise awareness for the thousands of laboratory dogs still waiting to be seen, healed, and loved. You can watch it using the link in the description. If it moves you, please share it and help us grow this movement. Thanks again for watching and for being part of a community that believes in better for our dogs.